the Otaku Overdrive show, or Otaku Overdrive for short. I'm your host, Kevin.
And I'm your other host, Todd. This week we mentioned news that we are excited for.
Yes, celebrate the 2017 anime season.
Review Figma Zelda.
And do a spotlight on an anime community artist. So let's get started.
Oh yeah.
So we only have one news story this week, but one that I'm extremely excited for, and it is very relevant to last week's episode, oddly enough. A new Cardcaptors anime is coming out in January 2018, which is a continuation of the previous series and movies, one of which we did a retrospective last episode.
And you should go check it out.
Yes, you definitely should. The series is called Cardcaptors Clear Card and follows our lovable main character Sakura as she moves on to middle school. But when she has a strange dream and all the cards become blank, she has to figure out why. This news and its visual came out along with a promotional video, which is actually very, very good.
Hopefully she does not go in any spooky, scary antique places.
That's so true. Don't do that. Cardcaptors is one of those shows that really got me into anime and has a very special place in my heart. Honestly, once I get my hands on the second movie, I hope to do something with it on this show, and maybe once the new series comes out in the winter anime season, we can do something with that.
I guess we will find out. Speaking about anime, let's go to our next segment, which is all about the 2017 fall anime seasons.
That's a great segue.
Thanks, I tried.
With the 2017 anime season a few days away from when this video comes out, we decided to make it a regular thing to cover each season the week before it comes out, with this one being the first.
Yes, and with this season we got 40 shows that are going to air. How are we going to get through this list?
Well, during the first run of this very show, we had a segment where we hunted all the PVs that we could and made a stylized preview of every show. All of them.
We're going to do it this time?
Yes, enjoy the child of my labor.
Oh yeah. Wow, that was cool. And we accomplished it.
Yes, we did. So true. For those of you guys wondering, we also covered that list included the more kid-oriented shows.
But anime is anime.
It's true. But before we move on, is there any that caught your eye from a glance? Most likely not knowing that much about plot, Mr. Tom.
Yes. Umaru-chan's got me.
Umaru-chan? Yeah.
Yeah. It just looks very hysterical.
Season 2, right? Yeah.
Season 2. I have not seen season 1 yet, but it is on my long list that I have to watch.
Yeah. I know a lot of people enjoyed it, so.
Oh, I heard good things.
For me, what really caught my eye is the Land of Lustrous. It looks very different from what we traditionally see, and that really caught my eye, especially the whole aesthetic of the people being like, I guess like different minerals and like rocks and diamonds and stuff like that. And just being in this really super fantastical world seems interesting.
It does look cool.
Yeah. So, audience, is there any shows that you guys are excited for from this season? Comment and let us know. I would love to get consensus of what people's thoughts are.
All right.
So, do that.
Yeah. And let's move on to the review.
Let's do it. Woo!
When twilight falls, one royal will be the guide and light for Hyrule and its people. This wise, kind, and selfless royal is known throughout the land as Princess Zelda. Keeper of the Triforce of Wisdom, reincarnation of the goddess Hylia. Kind-hearted and benevolent, this Zelda would rather lay down her sword if it meant saving the lives of all her people and buying her allies time. Of course, when the time is right, she hesitates not to raise her sword once again to banish evil from her kingdom. In battle, Zelda wields a royal rapier, swift and agile. When called upon, her sword can transform into the legendary Bow of Light, said to have the power to pierce the darkest of hearts. Zelda comes with 8 hands and 2 faces, one stern and dignified, the other smiling. Zelda of the Twilight Era in Hyrule's history was thrust upon her shoulders an invasion from another realm, the return of Ganon and uncertainty of the future of her people. Despite all this, she never let her guiding light fade, one of kindness and understanding that comes from wisdom. Just as there is light to drive away darkness, so too is there benevolence to banish evil.
Yeah, so that was the Zelda review. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
right here.
So Todd, what made you? Why did you want to choose Zelda?
Why do I want to choose Zelda? Just I guess the colors and the artwork of her like really stuck out for me.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't she the last figure you got?
She is right now currently the last figure I believe I got.
Yes,
I think so.
Yes.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah,
I got too many now.
So I mean, what's interesting is that I wouldn't say we had trouble writing her, but we realized when we were writing the review that like you're like, oh wait, I don't know anything about Zelda.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a big thing. I don't know anything about Zelda.
Yeah.
I will say this just to keep this short. I have never played a Zelda game to this day.
I know, audience. I literally learned this recently, and I've known Ton for years. You know, I'm a fanboy of Zelda. But yeah, I mean, that being said, it worked because like I knew my things, but we also
it was kind of hard.
Yeah, it was kind of hard. But what's really interesting, I thought, was that through the writing process, we actually, since we didn't necessarily go into it having a plan beforehand, which is what we did with Lucina, we really knew what we wanted with her. Mm-hmm. This time, we really...
Well, all 3 of the characters we've reviewed, we knew, like, I knew what we were... I had a background on them. So.
No, exactly, yeah.
This figure was, like, going into the dark.
Yeah, no, 100%. But, I mean, I was... with that, we really... The script developed in a really cool way because because we didn't know what her motive, like what the theme overall was, it like came to us, if that makes sense. Who is Princess Zelda, right? She's someone who's caring, compassion, strong at the same time, but at the end of the day, she truly believes that goodness will prevail over evil. And
kind of
like
putting faith in another.
Yeah, putting faith in another, and things like that. So that was our review of Zelda. So we are gonna move on to Spotlight.
Ooh, can I introduce the next figure?
Do you know?
Yeah,
Are you sure you want to do this?
I know who I want to do next.
Okay, yeah, no, do it.
Can I?
Preview.
Okay, so preview for our next review is ALO version of Kiito.
Ooh.
I am so pumped for this review because
Yes,
we have in the past reviewed AOL version of Awesome Now.
Oh, right.
Yep. So this is gonna be awesome. I am so pumped.
You have your evil plans.
Oh, I have my evil plans already from the get-go.
Awesome. So on to the next segments.
Yeah.
So as per usual, at the end of every show, we like to put a spotlight on an artist, channel, or general person that has done something really cool in the anime community. This week, we have someone that I have recently discovered through their amazing covers of the My Hero Academia openings. I introduce just a snippet of Caleb Hiles.
I'm calling out the liars, all the foes who cloud my conscience. Eternity's before me as I sing to outsky. My regrets, they regress, no doubt, for sure. All that was before.
So Caleb Hiles has covered much more anime openings and other things. I implore you to check him out as well as the rest of what you just heard on his YouTube channel. You can listen to him on Spotify, and you can find him on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and now on Twitch. Yes, I'm new to the party, but keep up the awesome work.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, if you make something, please send us the link. We might put you on Spotlight.
Yes, that's true. We don't only spotlight music artists, but we also do digital artists, video cosplayers, and just anything creative that's cool and shows your inner otaku.
Cosplay.
Yeah. So with that, we bring this show to a close. If you like anime endings, and I recommend that you stick around just a little bit longer to the very end. And if you like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe to the show, and support what we do. I still don't want to promise anything, completely consistent schedule just yet, but for now, expect us on Wednesdays.
No more dancing.
No more dancing,
No
of
more
course.
dancing.
No more dancing. That was special from last
Yes,
episode.
No more dancing. With that, share this video, maybe
With your friends, yeah,
Yes.
That'd be nice. That's a great idea. But yeah, Kevin out.
and Todd out.